I am Will Scott. Welcome into Dolphins Today. On today's show, we're going to be talking about some Dolphins news, some Dolphins rumors. They have signed a new linebacker to the squad, and in a corresponding move, have released two players. So here are the moves that Miami made yesterday. Porter Gustin, formerly with the Cleveland Browns, has been signed. He is an edge rusher, can play both on the defensive line and at linebacker. Javaris Davis has been waived. Daeshon Hall released. Davis and Hall were long shots to make the roster to begin with. They will not have a shot to compete in training camp, at least right now they won't. Before we get into more about Gustin, go down and like this video. If you want more Dolphins news, if you want to stay in the loop with everything going on surrounding your Miami Dolphins, give us a like on this video. So they did sign Gustin yesterday. It's the first signing the Dolphins have made in a few weeks. Obviously, it's been a big offseason. This, though, more of a quiet move, signing Gustin, someone who just played in 6 games last season for the Cleveland Browns. Spent most of last season on the practice squad. Played the last 3 seasons in Cleveland, appearing in 26 games, starting 4 games for the Browns. An undrafted free agent in 2019 out of USC. So you bring Gustin in, someone who, like I said, spent most of last season on the Browns practice squad. His best season, though, in the NFL came in 2020, where he did play most of the season with the Browns, getting 3 starts, 14 games played, 30 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 2 quarterback hits. Really, the highlight of his NFL career came in 2020 in the playoffs when he picked off Ben Roethlisberger. That was the Browns' first playoff win in ages. Gustin played a big part in that. So a lot of y'all have been saying, Will, what's going on with Reuben Foster? Why haven't we signed Reuben Foster? I'm guessing the Foster visit didn't go great. He met with the team in April. It was actually the same day that they signed Thomas Morstead, and we were wondering, is the team going to sign Reuben Foster, someone who has not played in the league in several years? Are the Dolphins going to give Reuben a shot? I'm guessing the visit didn't go great because he never got signed, and they have signed Gustin, and I think that's probably all the moves they're going to make at the linebacker position right now. Keep in mind, yeah, Foster hasn't played in years, but he also has off-the-field concerns. There's injury concerns with him, so maybe he was not in great shape. I don't have any inside knowledge of what went down at that meeting, at that workout with Foster, but I'm guessing it didn't go great since they haven't signed him. In regards to Gustin, I mean, this is a depth signing. You add a little bit more depth at the linebacker position. Coming into this offseason, I said the Dolphins had to add some linebackers, and they have. They obviously re-signed Aguavin, Scarlett, Duke Riley, and Roberts, keeping that core group together. They also drafted Channing Tindall and now have signed Porter Gustin. Now, Gustin an edge rusher, so I'm going to go ahead and make him the 3rd string behind AVG. Gustin will have a outside chance of making this roster. Therefore, I see him on the practice squad. He spent most of last season on the practice squad, was called up to the active roster a few times, and that's probably the role he's going to play with the Dolphins. If the Finns have an injury, yeah, he's got some experience. It's a good guy to bring up off the practice squad. I expect him to be one of the 16 practice squad members. But if he were to make the team, the final spot could come down between him and 7th-round pick Cameron Good. When I was doing my roster projection video, Good was my last player not making, or I should say my first player out in terms of making the team. So if the Dolphins do decide to carry an extra linebacker, it could very well come down between Gustin and Good for that final spot. Going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I want you to go down in the comments and grade the signing of former Cleveland Brown Porter Gustin. Type A, B, C, D, or F. It's the pinned comment on today's video. When an ad break comes, go down and let me know what you think of the new Dolphins linebacker. So in the corresponding move, they released Javaris Davis, waived by the Dolphins yesterday. Spent the last 2 seasons on the practice squad, just 1 game played. Now, when you're looking at Davis, he's obviously someone that we haven't seen a whole lot of, just 1 game played. That was in Week 12 last season against Carolina, a 2020 undrafted free agent out of Auburn. So it looks like his time with the Dolphins is over. A lot of times they waive guys and then pick guys back up, so that could happen here for Davis, but right now he is not on this team. Same goes for Daeshon Hall. He was released by the Dolphins yesterday after signing with the team in February, so he didn't really have much of a chance to compete for a spot on this roster. Has some familiarity with head coach Mike McDaniel, spending the last 2 seasons on the 49ers practice squad, but released by the Fins yesterday. So they add Gustin and release Davis and Hall. And this is why you should subscribe. We're breaking down any Dolphins news and rumors that we see. Even if they signed a third-string long snapper, we would have made a video about it. Not many other people are doing this. So subscribe to Dolphins Today. We're going to keep you in the loop with all Dolphins news and rumors, and make sure to turn on those notifications. Getting into our next story, the Miami Herald is reporting that Liam Eichenberg is expected to be the starting left guard for the Dolphins, and Austin Jackson will be the starting right tackle. So we now know what this offensive line is going to look like in 2022. Teron Armstead, you gave him a 5-year mega contract. He's going to be your left tackle. Liam Eichenberg is going to play left guard. Connor Williams, who we expected to play left guard, is going to be the team's starting center, at least for now. Robert Hunt, I feel really good about him at right guard. He's had a great camp. He's going to be at right guard. And then Austin Jackson will be protecting Tua Tagovailoa's blind side at right tackle. But looking at this current offensive line situation, I'm very skeptical because you're putting guys in positions that they have little to no experience. You have to protect Tua. I mean, this is a make-or-break year for the third-string quarterback for the Dolphins. He has to go out and perform well. If he doesn't, the Dolphins will likely cut ties with him, maybe draft a quarterback, maybe go out and trade for a quarterback. So this is a big year. I want Tua to be in the best possible position to succeed, and I don't think he is, because look at this. Liam Eichenberg has 0 career snaps at left guard. He did not play guard at all at Notre Dame. Austin Jackson has 0 career starts at right tackle. He was the team's starting left tackle in 2020. Didn't perform well there. They moved him to guard last season. Didn't perform well there. Now you're going to have him protecting Tua's blind side. That makes me very nervous. They both struggled last year. Eichenberg ranked toward the bottom in terms of all offensive tackles, a 49.9 grade. Austin Jackson toward the bottom with guards with a 50.0 grade. Now, I understand that Matt Applebaum is a new offensive line coach. I have a lot of confidence in the staff that Mike McDaniel has put together, but I want Tua to have experience around him, guys that are experienced at their positions. I'm very nervous right now about this current offensive line. Are you confident in the offensive line? Type Inferno or H. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Are you confident in the offensive line? Type Y for yes or type Inferno down in the comments section. I think you guys know how I'm feeling about this, and that's not good. In fact, I think this is going to backfire. So here's my prediction. I think that Connor Williams in the preseason will very much struggle snapping the football, and they will move him back to left guard, which will elevate Michael Dieter back to the starting center. Austin Jackson, we'll see how he does at right tackle, but I think there will be changes to the current projected offensive line depth chart before week 1 against the New England Patriots. We got a mailbag coming up. If you want to be featured on the show, go down on this video and ask a question for a chance to be featured on a future mailbag show. I love doing the mailbags. It gives me a chance to interact with our loyal subscribers here at Dolphins Today, and also gives me a chance to address some interesting rumors that y'all are seeing out there. Also, be sure to mark your calendar. Thursday, June 23rd, coming up, the NBA draft will be live on Chat Sports, and any of y'all who watch the NFL draft here at Chat Sports know how much better our coverage was than the networks. We're going to be providing analysis on every single pick, no commercial breaks. We're going to have a lot of fun with the NBA draft in a few weeks. So mark your calendar. Chat Sports, our main channel, the absolute best way to watch the NBA draft. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of Dolphins Today. This has been Will Scott. Go Fins.